Hey guys, back with another album review. This time it's "Surviving" by Jimmy Eat World, their newest album. Jimmy Eat World is a band that I don't think they've ever released necessarily a bad album, but I'd say their past few releases, like over the past decade, have been fairly inconsistent with some really great tracks and just some sort of forgettable tracks, but nothing really too bad on these albums. And their last album, Integrity Blues, I actually enjoyed more than half the songs on that, which I think is a success in today's alternative rock world. If you can hook me with more than half of the songs, then that's a true feat in rock and roll nowadays. But this new album, Surviving, it wasn't big on the first single, All the Way, Stay. I like the saxophone solo, but I thought the song was pretty derivative of their song Work from Futures, and I think that's Jimmy Eat World sort of in a nutshell, is them sort of ripping themselves off but doing a really good job at it, and we sort of just like forgive them for that. And this album does that to some extent. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. Some of it is a little out of left field, in a good way. Some in the worst way. I think the album starts relatively strong with the title track "Surviving." Not a lot happens. It's a powerful song, but it's not like it has a lot of chords in the song. It sort of stays in the same place through the whole song. Like it builds up a little bit towards the end, but I enjoy the song. I do like the song, and "Criminal Energy" is pretty heavy song for them, reminiscent of something like "Just Tonight" or "Nothing Wrong" from Futures. Some pretty uh, wicked guitar licks in this song. Really gets you going early on, but I think that the album takes a huge dip within the next four or five songs. At least I think. I just think some of these songs in the whole middle section of the album are just like really like by the numbers and generic. Especially for Jimmy Eat World, like yet again ripping their selves off here. A song like "Delivery," while I guess it's technically like a nice sounding song, it's not doing anything new or fresh, and it's not touching my soul. So it's a song that I'll probably skip from here on out. And their newest single, which has a really weird music video for, which I actually respect the music video, but the song "555," I think I think it's my least favorite Jimmy Eat World song ever. And I don't like to just come out and say like this Jimmy Eat World song is bad. That's something that I usually don't do. It's usually just forgettable or really good. But 555, there's something about this song that annoys me. It has an annoying chorus, and Jim Adkins, he's one of my favorite vocalists. He's really like influenced me through the years of myself as a musician and as a vocalist. And I think he has a really unique voice. But here he's doing something in the chorus that I can't forgive. It's annoying. And the song goes nowhere. Like it's really repetitive. It's my least favorite Jimmy Eat World song, and yeah, clearly my least favorite song on this album. But you get to the last part of the album. Let's say the final third, like the last four songs or so. While not necessarily covering any new ground, with the exception of the ending track on this album, which is "Congratulations," these other three songs are sort of a best of Jimmy Eat World, like doing their best sounds that they've done. There's stuff that's reminiscent of "Bleed American," "Stay on My Side Tonight" EP, and yeah, if they do a good job at it, I'm okay with it. And they do a good job at it here. A song like "Diamond" definitely could have fit in on something like "Bleed American." I definitely see it there. A song like "Love Never," it is textbook Jimmy Eat World. It's not too long. It doesn't do too much, but it has a really catchy chorus that I think will stay stuck in your head. And it was the second single on this album, and I think that's a really good track. And get to the best song on the album to me by far is "Recommit." It definitely sounds straight off of "Stay on My Side Tonight" EP. Just really cryptic, dark. It gets underneath your skin. I've listened to it a lot of times, which if an album has some songs that you don't like on it, it's always nice to come around towards the end and see that the album has some stuff here that I'm gonna revisit. And the most important thing about this album is that it starts strong to me with the first couple tracks, and it ends strong. It just has a really weak middle section that I like. I'll skip. Let's see. I'll skip one, two, three, four, five. I'll skip five of these songs probably, like every time. But then five of these songs, give or take, maybe like "Surviving," I'll listen to. I'll listen to some of these songs for the next few weeks, and I think that means something. If I like half the album, That means something because there's a lot of albums I listen to and I don't like any of it. For instance, like the new Blink-182 album, I don't really like any of the songs on that. But this album is solid at times and just really really forgettable at times. It's probably not as consistent as Integrity Blues, but it has a couple of really really cool and even ambitious songs like Congratulations, which is a slow burn to a really nice and heavy finale for the album. I'm gonna give Surviving by Jimmy Eat World a 6 out of 10. Definitely leaning towards positive, even though I only like half the songs. I'm still gonna give it that 6 because there's some songs on here that I'm gonna listen to for a while, and that's important. I think you can't just give something like that a negative review just because you don't like half the album. But what did you think of Surviving by Jimmy Eat World? Do you think it's one of their best albums, one of their worst albums, or just sort of in the middle? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for watching.